The countdown continues. We are already, we're in Hoyt Shebamlchus. Hoyt Shebamlchus is Hoyda in Malchus. So how do we do that? How do we surrender? Actually, Hoyt, it's already sweet. We could express and be present, surrender and be present and express. So let's start from top down. Let's give the big ones of the coding. So we have Yud K, Vav K. So like I said all the time, I say many times, I know, if you're not familiar with it, just listen. Whatever it does, eventually you're going to get it. You have to start somewhere. It's like the Aleph Beis. Again, in Cheder, you start off with the Aleph Beis. You don't know it, but eventually you speak it. So just listen. You don't have to understand it with your head. It's a feeling, tuning into it with your gut, understanding what do I feel when I listen, so on and so forth. So we have the Koitzer Shel Yud, the little dot on top of the Yud, that is Keser. That is Keser, and it's just a Koitzer, just a little prick of a needle, because that's all it is. We don't have any language for it. It just is. That's already, and that's as high as we can process with these sticklets, the skeletal bodies. Then the Yud is Chachma. The K, Hey is Bina. As you can see, Bina means, Chachma is a dot, it's a tippa. The Hey is a spashtis, it's opening it up. And as you can see, the letter Hey has, it's a chava, it opens up, it's wide. Also, Hey, the way it's being expressed, it's Hey, it's like the Hevel, it's like the vape that spreads out, so it brings light to, it's something that's very concentrated, and we put water in, and concentrated juice, and you put the water in. I highly recommend not to drink it, but yes, just as a mushal, it's good. That's all it's good for. Then you have the Vav. The Vav is the 6 midas. It's a 6 midas. Also, Vav is his pashtas. Vav is Hamshacha. It comes from top down. It's a Yud, but it goes all the way down. So this Velt, it comes all the way from all the way up there. There's a thought. There is Harchava. I'm opening it up, and then the Vav, it's still stuck in my head, but then the Vav is bringing it into the body. It's in the 6 midas. Chesed Gevurah Tiferes Netzach Hod. Chesed Gevurah Tiferes Netzach Hod Yisod. Yes. So that is the active. That's how we activate and we deal with it. And then the final Hey, Yud K Vav K. The final Hey is Malchus Peh, which means as follows. I want you to visualize this. The human body, once we worked on all the midas, once we processed all the midas, it's almost translucent, it's almost see-through, it's just in flow. Okay? The body, my attributes, the midas, my actions are only here to get me to the final nakuda, to see that basically the breath comes down to the breath and the peh. Breathing, it's almost like it's just the top of the head. That's as far as I'm going to go with this over here. If we go by Farbreng and Ashir, we can get more visual with it. But let's just say that the Hey is the expression. Like imagine you have a bunch of bodies just walking around, but really what's happening is the peh, because we are the end game of everything. This is the end. This is the bottom of everything. This world, our Olam Asiyah, your day to day. And the one thing that we have over here over any other creation is Dibur, Peh. We have Malchus Peh. We have Malchus Peh, which is we get to express. We get to express Hoidah. We're expressing Hoidah. Now it goes as follows. All the restrictions and restraints and all my twists and turns and my judgments that were put on me and therefore I put on others, these are all the resistance of the opposite magnetic field where I'm resisting my connection. It's not vayase kulam aguda achas. I can't be one and shalom with my partner, with the next one, with my friends, or with everything else, because there is soft, there's all these judgments that were blown into. It's almost like a seed that was put into a ball of gel, and I can't reach it. There is this resistance between, I can see it, but still there is resistance. I can feel it deep inside, but I can't get to it because I have all, it's far, it's like, there's this magnetic, there's a pull, gravity pull pulling us in the opposite direction. So I'm trying to grab the other person, I'm trying to grab my idea, I'm trying to ground myself into positivity, but there is resistance in between. So the way to do this is with hoidah. Start speaking. You have a mouth. Bring hamtaka. Talk your way into it and talk yourself out of it. Just by talking, I'm melting away. I saw in the Moiranim, he's talking about the neshamas, he's talking about when a person is, ultimately when we are in pain, every single one of us, as we show up every single day, when I'm having a struggle, and I'm having a resistance, and I'm having resentment, that is the neshama that fell down into klippos. It fell down and it's nishber v'nitka, it's the Ramach Netzoitzen, that fell in, the sparks that fell down into imka, let's just say, down at the bottom, right? We're all the way, we're in choshech. Mekimi me offer dal. Stand up from the ashes, from the poorness, from the ashes, from my matzav, where I'm dealing with das tachta, and I'm struggling. Instead of talking dvar avaya, instead I'm talking about how great it is, but we're stuck. I'm stuck. I'm in pain. I have resistance, and I'm struggling. The way to get out of this is malchus peh. Talk your way out of it. Give yourself a compliment. And as you start complimenting yourself, you're bringing in the sweetness to yourself. You're awakening. You're arousing your inner child. You're arousing the inner koyach. And with that, that melts away all the ice, and all the judgments are melted away. Now, the way to, a little mashal, to give you a little bit of a picture, an image of it, is when we look at the arcades, when we were children, when we think that the car, when you play the game that the car drives, your car is going and you're driving on the road like we are in cars when you drive on the highway, but that's not the case. The car is staying, the car is where it's at, and it's coming towards you, it's coming at you. That we are in the same position. We are standing and it comes at you. You can sit at home and do nothing, but your problems are going to keep coming at you. They may be different, maybe it's a different highway, but they're going to be coming at you. The avodah here is, as they keep coming at me, to not to push it away, not to suppress it. You already know that you're not afraid of it, they can't touch you. It's just an energy that's coming at you. So the avodah is to bring hamtaka to it. Take it in, breathe into it, tap into gratitude. Thank you, Hashem. Feel the thanks, feel the thanking, feel the vibration, feel the sweetness, feel have gratitude for just being, for being able to breathe. Because if not for malchus peh, imagine if you had no expression. Imagine the mouth is sealed and we're closed, we're atum, we're closed off. You have a mask on your face and you can't speak. What good are we? Just a ball of pain. But here I am, and I have a pad that was open up. My lips are open. They created an opening in creation. There is a bria that walks around with a mouth that can express. So the avodah here is in the Hoit Shebamlchus is to express hoidah, gratefulness, thankfulness, and watch what happens. Watch what happens. And ultimately, you want to talk yourself into Keser. We're going into Shuas, talk ourselves into Keser, where there is no expression anymore. Because in Keser is the Kotzer Shel Yud, it's the top piece, there's no expression. It's one ball of light. That's why, once again, Pesach night, there is no sphere. Because the brain does not need to process anything. It doesn't need 49 days to go through an understanding process of how it's going to fit and how it's going to work. You're there. You receive the light and you're there. So we want to talk our way into Hoidah. So talk yourself into Keser. So the Shloshis Mekbol started already. The countdown is it's an intense countdown, and the Rebbe brings it down in a Sikha that nothing, there is no more, there's nothing negative that can be happening today. Starting today, he already stretched her into Rosh Chodesh, and it goes into We covered it by the shir, but for those who can't listen to 2 hours, so this is it. This is the nakuda of it. This is the point. This is the koitza shel yud. That there is, if you are still spinning and you're still in a space of not positivity, it's there, but you can easily just choose to walk out. It's like caged animals, and you open the gates and they're still there because they didn't realize that the gates have been removed. The gates have been removed. So get present, step out, step into yourself, stop looking. The key is not trying to change the circumstance by changing the circumstance. The key is by changing my circumstance, tapping into my sweetness, to my koich, to your inner child. That's where it's at. And I say this, and it's important to say again. You can only show up if the space allows you to show up that way. Nobody shows up in their work boots to a wedding. I mean, some do. I wish we could, but we can't. We're still stuck. But nobody shows up to a wedding, and there's no space for it. When you go to the Rebbe's Tish, we don't talk football or baseball. There's nobody has to say it. It just doesn't. It doesn't. You don't brush your teeth in shul. Yeah. So there's no space for it. So if there is if you're living, if there is an issue, the issue is, instead of trying to change the outcome, change yourself. So there is no more space for that. Everything is a receiver and a giver. So if somebody keeps throwing rocks at me, I can throw back, or I can just get out of the way. And he's going to throw once, twice, 3 times, and if it doesn't hit anything, he's not going to throw it anymore. And all of a sudden there's change, drastic change. Instantly it happens. But if I were, that's from my lamata nesher, I'm gliding from above. But if I go from the bottom and I want to fix this and I want to fix that, good luck. I'll see you in 10 years. Have an awesome day, and yeah, sweetness. Chaim.